you have to realize that a woman will cry just to manipulate you. You cannot fall for women that's using these crying techniques to manipulate you, bro. Us as men, we can't handle a woman crying. So when a woman cries, we're gonna give in. Like, a woman knows we're gonna give in eventually. This happened to me so many times. Like, I don't know why I deal with the criers, but it's always a woman want to cry to manipulate you, bro. And I'm telling you right now, you will be a fool to think that your woman is not crying sometimes just to manipulate you, bro. Your woman could be doing something totally wrong, but if she cries, she know that she can reverse it on you. It's being manipulative, bro. You gotta think though. Us, like, not even just women, us as kids, you gotta think when we was back as like little babies. How did we get what we wanted? We cried for what we wanted. So it's the same thing as a woman, bro. A woman is gonna cry when she's not getting what she wants to get. She will cry when she knows she's done wrong, but she doesn't want to take the blame for it, and she doesn't want to hold herself accountable. A woman will really cry, like bawl her eyes out, knowing damn well she's wrong. And it's the best manipulation tactic a woman can use, because she knows, and deep down in her heart, a man does not want to see a woman cry, bro, especially if it's somebody that you really care for. We don't want to see our woman cry, bro. But I felt for this so many times. It was a time where I was dealing with this girl. It was pretty serious, like right when I got out of college. And, oh, this bitch cried for everything. She was crazy as fuck too. I don't know why I always go for the crazy ones. Not anymore. But when I was younger, I definitely dealt with some crazy ass women. But this girl literally was so crazy to where I remember one time we was at the movie. We was watching one of the new Fast and Furious movies a while ago though. And the bitch got mad at me because I was readjusting my pants. I had some fucking tight ass pants on. Like, I don't know. I think I had a coat ass. I had some fucking tight ass pants on, or something that was like not comfortable. I had some type of jeans on that was not comfortable, and I kept adjusting my pants, and she really thought like my dick was hard for the girl that was on Fast and Furious, the little black girl with the curly hair, the little technical bitch or whatever, the one that's doing all the technical shit. She thought I was really getting my dick hard for this girl because I kept adjusting my pants. So she literally walked out the movie theater ready to go home. I'm shit like, all right, well, I guess we going home now. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I get in the car, and that's why you never want to have a woman drive while you in the car, because this woman is going so crazy, driving so reckless, because she's in her feelings about nothing, really about bullshit. Like, she's trying to make up an argument, and then I literally am like, you know what? Like, you could just let me out. Like, my house is right down the street. Let me out. Like, I'm good. So I end up walking. She comes back just to come get me, and I'm like, no, it's cool. Like, go ahead, do your thing. Like, I'm a walk. And she's like crying, begging me to get in the car when she was just mad at me about some bullshit. All I did was be stoic enough to say, you know what, I'ma leave, because one of us is gonna have to leave. It's either you're gonna leave or I'm gonna leave, because if one of us don't leave, it's gonna be a problem. So eventually I just said fuck it and left. She comes back, tries to beg me to get in the car, and just crying. All I could do is really just hug this girl. I don't say nothing. I just give her a hug. And then we go back to the crib, and then she makes up another argument, and she's crying some more. So now I'm like, all right, like, we spent like 30 minutes in her car while she's just crying, and I'm dead silent, literally just like waiting for her not to cry. So I end up just going in the house. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to my house. I don't know what you're doing. You might as well go home. She did not go home. She stayed in my driveway the whole night. I went outside. She's outside her car, literally. Like, I'm watching her outside her car. She's not crying. She's not doing nothing. She's just not even on her phone. She's just literally just dazing off. Right when I come open the door to like say like, what are you doing? She starts bawling her eyes again. Like, I seen you. You was not crying 5 seconds ago, and now you see my face. you want to start crying. And the only reason why she did that is to make me feel like sad, or to make me feel some type of way that she's crying, when I literally watched you from the window 2 minutes ago knowing that you were perfectly fine. So I'm telling you, like, little situations like that. I have plenty of stories about women just crying their ass off just to get a reaction out of me, because a woman wants a reaction out of you, bro. If you're the type of nigga that's like nonchalant, stoic, know how to handle certain situations, then a woman's gonna do something to get some type of interaction out of you, get your emotions boiled up or whatever. But when you learn how to just not take a woman's crying too seriously, just let her get it out. Like, I'll literally tell a woman quick, like, all that crying is not gonna do nothing to better the situation. It's either we're gonna come up with a solution, or there's nothing else to talk about. Like, you can go your separate way, I'm gonna go my separate way. But all this crying back and forth shit, it's pointless. It's literally pointless. Like, don't get me wrong. When a woman, like, there's certain women that actually are just natural criers, and they really, like, are just really emotional and sensitive. They're not doing it to manipulate you. They just really are a crier for real. But there's some women that use that as a manipulation tactic, bro. They're gaslighting you. They're doing all types of shit. But the main thing they're going to do is cry, bro, because they know us as men low-key got a soft spot for women that cry. We don't want to see no woman cry. At least I don't want to see no bitch cry, especially if I made her cry. Now I'm like, ah, shit, like, here we go again. Like, god damn it, Vaughn, another bitch you done made cry. Like, I be thinking like this, but I had to really I had to really sit back and reminisce on all the women I had that was really just crying just to get me, like, feeling some type of way. They wasn't really sad, they wasn't really hurt, because the moment they felt they was ready to end a relationship, they was gone. All that crying was over. They was back to being a bad bitch, I could give a fuck about you, and ready to go live their best life. So it let me realize, like, all that crying shit doesn't mean nothing, bro, and it shouldn't mean nothing. You shouldn't hold that too much in your heart. Like, don't take that too much. Like, don't take her crying too heavy on your heart, because a lot of women would just do that just to fuck around with you and manipulate you. But when you can be aware of that and just learn how to be around women that don't try to manipulate you, that you gotta peep the little manipulation tactics, because women are good, bro. A woman will really play a role in the beginning of the relationship to really hide her flaws. Everybody does. It's human nature. A man, he's gonna hide his flaws when he first meets a woman. He wants to make sure that the woman knows he's this perfect person, or she wants to let that man know that she's the perfect girl. Nobody's perfect, bro. Everybody has their flaws. Everybody has a little dark side to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just human nature that everybody's not perfect. Because once you peep a woman for who she truly is, that's when you got to get the fuck out of there, bro. Because a woman, like, be with her long enough, she's going to let you know who she is, bro. Like, it's a lot of women out there want to act like good girls, but play like good girls, but really acting like a hoe for real. Like, they true nature is really, they want to be on some old shit, but they gotta put this front on and let you know that they not like that. I don't do that type of stuff. That's not me. Like, they gonna play that game, bro, because they want to cuff you. Like, they want to lock you down. They don't want you and nobody else, but they still want to have their fun. So you gotta, and I'm not saying all women. I don't want all the girls in the comments talking about, oh, not all women are like that. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them other hoes. This video is not for you. It's about the other ones, the ones that you don't like. Women, they know how to get what they want. But when you're not giving a woman what she wants all the time, but you still being manly enough to be there for her, but once you realize that, okay, there's no solution, that, like, I can't come up with a solution because she doesn't want a solution. She just wants to, like, dwell in her misery, and she wants me to feel her misery right now. She wants me to feel her energy of being miserable. But I'm not gonna do it, bro. I'm not gonna over here sitting for 2 hours in the car while you crying because you did some whole shit and I caught you, or maybe I did something that really wasn't that bad, but now you want to cry so much to make me feel bad. I'm not sitting in a fucking car for 4 or 5 hours to watch you cry. I'm not doing it. Like, at that point, I'm gone. So you gotta be like, stop letting these bitches drive you around, bro. I know when you don't got no money and you know what I'm saying, you trying to finesse a little female to give you a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying, drive her car and shit. Don't do it, bro. Like, it's not worth it. You think you own because she helping you out a little bit. I promise you, it's not worth it. You gonna feel less of a man when you realize this bitch is doing too much for you. Like, get up, get off your ass, and go do for yourself. Because the worst feeling, one of the worst feelings in the world, is knowing that, like, you have to be with this woman because of what she does for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't leave a woman because you know that she holds a lot of value, or kind of holds a lot of value, because of what she does for you. Like, she might give you a place to stay, she might give you a couple dollars, she might cook for you, all these things, but she's a fucked up person. She's really a fucked up individual. And that's why you gotta watch them, bro. There's a lot of girls out there that are chameleons, bro, that are just fucked up in the head, but she'll do one or two things that you really like, so you'll keep her around. But when you start catching on to her, you know what I'm saying, her true nature, her real ways of like how she really act, and now you distance yourself, she gonna peep that, and she gonna start crying. She gonna start doing all these things to reel you back in, and you falling for it every single time, bro. You gonna fall for it every single time because you don't know better. You don't know that women play these games. They will cry in your face when they know they done you wrong. I've literally witnessed this, bro. I literally caught a girl. This is another situation. I caught a bitch red-handed. Wasn't mad, wasn't tripping, and this is how you don't ever go through a bitch phone. I'm telling you right now, I done did this bullshit. I done had friends tell me about doing some bullshit like this. You go through a phone and you just witness a bitch's true nature through that phone. I'm telling you, if you go through your girl phone, it's some hoe shit. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna feel like a bitch while you doing it, but you gonna find all the answers. And then when you find them, don't let that, I know that pain in your heart, that your chest start beating when you start seeing some shit you wasn't prepared to see. It's gonna grow you the fuck up. It's gonna make you a man, bro. It's gonna toughen your heart up when you see your bitch wasn't really your bitch. I'm telling you, like, you eventually gonna laugh it off later on down the line. But when you going through it, you gonna be going through it. So you just gotta be mindful of the type of women you dealing with. But it was, like I said, it was another situation. I went through a girl. I'm taking this girl serious at the time. And I went through this bit, like, something told me. I woke up in the middle of the night. She was still knocked out. Something told me, go through this bitch phone, because I feel like she doing something she not supposed to be doing. Went through that bitch phone, and what did I found? Some bullshit. So I ain't say nothing about it. I wouldn't react. I didn't wake her up. Put the phone back. She had a feeling, and then when she woke up, she had a feeling that my mood had changed. So she basically was trying to question me, and that's what women do when they know that they fucked up and you know about it. They go, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why you acting like this? Like, they will play that role, and I'm just, no, nothing's wrong. Like, you ready to go home? You ready to drop me? You ready for me to drop you off at the house? I'm ready to take you home. Why you want to take me home right now? We just woke up. No, I just got a bunch of stuff I gotta do. I know how to play the role. Some of y'all niggas gotta learn how to play the role, bro. Of when you find some shit out, you don't gotta drop the bitch. If this was a girl that you really invested in, put your whole heart in, then yeah, just drop her in, because you're gonna be thinking too much about it. Your emotions was involved. But if your emotions wasn't that really involved, and you found out she was a 304, then you just gotta play the game. You literally just gotta play the game. So basically, she basically forced me to tell her that I found out she was on some hoe shit. And then what did she do? Crying, try to throw it in my face. Well, we was on a break, and well, you was being mean, and well, like, I didn't know you was taking me as serious, so I just... Shut the fuck up. Like, all these are excuses, bro, because you was not saying none of this when we was all good. The fact that I caught you red-handed, now you want to cry, now you want to do all this. It's over. It's literally over. There's nothing you can say about it. And that's how you have to be. You don't gotta argue, bro. When it comes to these women, You don't got to do too much dialogue with them, bro. Once you found out what it is, that's what it is. I don't got to do too much dialogue with you. We don't got to go keep going back and forth. I'm not the arguing type. We're not arguing over here. We just gonna play it as it is. But one thing you gotta know is that a woman will manipulate the fuck out of you, bro. And she got little techniques, her little tactic ways of how she wants to manipulate you. And you will fall for it if you're not aware. Ain't nothing to cry about. You good. Hey, you don't gotta cry. I'll tell the bitch quick. You don't gotta do all that for me. You don't gotta do all that for me. Cause it's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference. You did what you had to do. It's life. You don't ever want to judge a girl. I never judge a girl by what she does. At the end of the day, a girl or a man, they gonna have to get their head bumped later on in the road. They gonna have to fuck up. It's life. You gonna fuck up. But what I'm not gonna do is be a part of it. I'm not gonna be a part of this hoish ways. So I'm gonna skedaddle. And you could do your thing. But see, a girl don't like when you catch a red hand. You know what a girl is going to do when you catch a red hand? She's going to reverse it on you. She's going to flip it on you. Well, I seen you did this and I seen you did that. And you know what I'm saying? You did this. A girl doesn't want to hold herself accountable. The last thing a girl wants to do is hold herself accountable for some whole shit that she did. So she's going to find every single thing that she could do to reversing back on you. And I say that because when I found out that girl was on some hoe shit, I told her to leave. Boom. So she kept calling me, texting me, begging me to come over to my house so we could talk about it. And I was just like, there's nothing to talk about. But keep in mind, I'm so player to where I could give a fuck. And this a girl I've been dealing with for a good little minute. Like I was taking this girl real serious. But right after I found out that, it's like, okay, boom, I'm on to the next girl. I done had another girl come over the next couple of days, to get what do I want to do? I don't want to dwell in knowing that my bitch did some hoe shit. I just gotta mess with another girl. That's all I can do. That's literally all I can do is go mess with the next girl. And that's what I did. So eventually the girl pulls up on me, the girl that did some hoe shit. She ends up coming to my house late as fuck. And she just ended up saying can I just do your hair? She wanted some excuse to stay. So I had her do my hair, but I said, you gotta leave the next morning. No, I said you gotta leave that night, but she act like she was so tired. So I was like, all right, boom, you can leave the next morning. Why did this bitch go through my phone? So I went through this bitch phone, caught her doing some shit. Now she go through my phone because she knows she done wrong. And now what does she do? Blame the shit on me. You was cheating on me the whole time. You was doing this, you was doing that. Keep in mind, I called a girl over when I figured out she was doing some bullshit. I didn't get upset. I didn't call her out her name. I just went and, brought a little female over I was attracted to. And what did she do? Act like I'm the bad guy when she was the one that started it. So that's what I'm saying, bro. A woman will manipulate the fuck out of you, bro, if you're not stoic enough to understand who you dealing with.